Oops. Hey, and welcome back. One of the biggest criticisms of 3D printing is that it's just used to print knickknacks. And I tend to agree. You don't really need an army of benchies or every single color of vase. And while I absolutely do understand the allure of tabletop games or printing for Warhammer, for me the fun has always been in either the game or painting the miniature. I like printing things that have a mechanical function, that do something, even if that something is purely just to entertain.
Are you not entertained?
Browsing on Thingiverse, as I normally do when I'm looking for a one-day print project, try saying that 3 times fast, I came across this teeny weeny itsy bitty little crossbow. My first thought was, there is no way that this thing works. So the only way to find out is to make one. So let's make one. There are 2 sets of files. There's one for the stand and then there's one for the crossbow itself. Target and stand, here we go. Let's just drag that in there. So that should be fine. I'm just gonna print these at a normal 0.2mm layer height. Nothing fancy there. I'll leave everything stock. They seem like pretty big pieces, but I'm gonna add a brim just because I know that I get slightly better adhesion with a brim. Slice. 2 hours, 16 minutes. That works for me. If we hit Apple D, it clears the build plate. Let's drag crossbow body left hole, crossbow body middle hole, crossbow body right hole. For the body, I'm gonna go with high 0.1mm layer heights, infill density down to 10%. Print speed, I will bring this down slightly just so it's a little bit more accurate. Initial fan speed, 0. Build plate adhesion, we'll leave it like that, and slice. 4 hours, 31 minutes. Okay, this is shaping up to be a pretty hefty build, but I think it'll be worth it. Clear the build plate, and now we'll grab our crossbow front, crossbow handle cover, crossbow limbs, crossbow rail, crossbow slider. I'm saying these things like I know what they are, but I'm like a parrot. We'll slice that again, 0.1mm layer heights. I've left all the settings the same. 1 hour, 51 minutes. Okay, so this looks like it's gonna be, what was it? 4.5 hours, 2.5 hours. Mathematics. Let's start printing. The colored PLA I'm using is just Amazon Basics, which I have found works absolutely fine for me. The black PLA is from Sunlu, which I also ordered from Amazon. I'm not gonna get into a filament review in this video, but the only filament that I have had a consistent random problem with is the Sunlu filament. In general, it's not the best practice to print a bed full of small parts on an FDM printer, but it worked this time. And here are the results. So let's put this together. Okay, we have a lot of pieces. Let's start with the targets because I think they'll be a lot easier. What do we have here? Okay, so the targets have a stand, and that just goes, but that does not. No, the little stand is for the targets. Okay, so we have a 1, we have a 3, and we have 2. Hey, this is actually going in the order that I count normally. And we have a 4. 1, 3, 2, 4. It's my pin code. Ta-da! This is a little bit of a puzzle. As far as I know, there are actually instructions on the web page, or at least guidelines and directions that you're supposed to read before. So I haven't done that, and I'm just gonna try to figure it out. What I did notice is that you do need a piece of blank or unprinted filament in order to create little posts that connect the body sections together. I'm just using a piece of, ugly green filament, radioactive filament. But you don't see it anyway, so who cares? We have the 2 body sections, the inner body section. I guess this is the that's the trigger. I guess that's a clamp you load your arrow into. I guess that goes there. I don't know what the hell that is. Ah, I know what this is. This is where you put these things. Okay, we're gonna do the easy part first. And there we have it. Our crossbow is finished. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Let's take this part here. This one would have to go on top of that. So the trigger has to go inside there. There are holes for that part there. Ugh. Okay, there's a hole in there. That's the slide for the string. Okay, that goes like that. I see. So this is the back piece that holds it all together. This goes on the front. This is our bow. And we're gonna have to cut these little sections, these little posts, out of our radioactive green filament. Why is this so hard to cut? How many do I need of this? It's like 1,000. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, actually, it's not that many. So now we have a bunch of little tiny green posts, and it looks like they fit in here. I think they might be too long. If they're too long, we have to cut them down. Come on. Come on. Yeah. There we go. Almost there. Almost there. One last little green thingy. Yeah. Okay, that's it. So this probably has to go in first because there's not going to be a way to get it in later. We have our other half of our body, which has to fit underneath of that somehow while not utterly destroying the what? Yeah. Ooh, this does not feel good. Ooh. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Look at that. On the back. Wow, this is coming together. It's a bit tight. All right, now for the moment of... I forgot the trigger. Okay, so now we'll start over. Making sure to put your trigger in. Ta-da! Okay, so now we have the structure of it. Let's put on the actual bow part. How? Did I put that the wrong way? Okay, so that is clearly not the right way to put those on, so we have to turn those around. And there you go. Now, the only thing that needs to happen now is you need a string. They recommend fishing line or something like that. I don't have that, so I'm just gonna use some copper wire from a cable, and I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna twist it so it's a little bit stronger. I think I'll take maybe 3 or 4 strands. And just twisty all the way down. So first, let's loop it through here, like that. That looks reasonably strong. And we'll go through there. Wow, actually this is feeling legit. And around on the other side. I don't know how tight I should make this. I guess the tighter you make it, the more powerful it shoots. Let's make it powerful. So now that it's threaded, let's see what happens. I've just taken a piece of the green filament that I had left over as our first crossbow bolt, and apparently you slide it through this top slot there, and it should fall in place. Another moment of truth. I almost shot my eye out.
Oh my God, I shot my eye out!
It actually has a surprising amount of power. That is quite cool. That is genuinely actually a little scary. Nice. Let's see if we can actually shoot a target. I'll take number 1. It's the smallest hole. And 3, 2, 1. I missed! Let's try again. Damn! I am thoroughly entertained and I have been very impressed by this, to the point where actually I would say if you make one of these, do not shoot it at people's faces because you will actually hurt them. That's it for today's one-day build. I hope you enjoyed the journey. If you did, please consider liking, commenting, sharing, and of course, subscribing. Nothing is more important to helping out a channel in the beginning stages than this. And join me next time when we will be diving into making a cryptex. Thanks for watching and see you then.